Hey, this is Corey Lancaster with the Lancaster 10X Right Realty, bringing you another episode of About Your Business. And today I want to talk about the inclusion exclusion form and kind of the big difference between the DC version and the Maryland version. Because, in doing this business, I see sometimes agents who are licensed in both DC and Maryland, sometimes I think they get a little bit confused about that form. It's a real easy form to fill out. What the form is just a form that states, what things are going to convey with the sale of the house. So the kitchen appliances, the alarm system, shades and blinds, et cetera, right? But one thing that should be noted that's different between the Maryland and DC one is the DC one, both parties sign that and make it part of the contract. So if you notice on the DC inclusion exclusion form, at the bottom, there's a place for the buyer to sign and there's a place for the seller to sign. And if you read the language in that document, it will say that this is made part of the contract. Okay. Now, when you are dealing in Maryland and use the Maryland inclusion exclusion, that is really just a disclosure for the buyer's agent to use to fill out the MAR contract, which is on page 2. Okay. All the check boxes are almost identical to what is in the MAR sales contract. And you'll notice on the Maryland inclusion exclusion form, there's only a place for the seller to sign. That's because when you go on your listing agreement, on your listing appointment, you should be taking that with you, getting that filled out so that when one of the buyer's agents asks for the disclosures, you can add that as part of your disclosures so they know what's going to convey and what's not. And then they can then check off the appropriate boxes on page 2 of the sales contract. So sometimes I see agents who think they don't check off the boxes in the sales contract on page 2, and they just include the inclusion exclusion and says, and just have their client sign it. Okay, and I think they're thinking, well, that's being made part of the contract like it is in DC, but that is not the case. Okay, because if you notice, there's no place for the buyer to sign that form. Okay, so make sure if you're dealing in Maryland, make sure you get that form and you fill it out on the appropriate boxes on page 2 of the sales contract, so both parties are in agreement as to what's going to convey and what's not going to convey. Okay, because you don't want any problems come the end of the transaction. Okay, listen, hopefully you enjoyed this segment of About Your Business. You like the content you've been given, you want to find out more about my team, the Lancaster team, just give me a call or select the button down below. Either way, give me a call. We'll sit down, find out if it's the right fit for you. Or you can go to my YouTube page and also find out more content, other previous episodes I've done about your business. Or if you're interested in finding out more about my brokerage, Extra Right Realty, me and my brother run it. Give me a call. We'll sit down and show you how we're making our agents fantastic solo agents as well. Have a good one.